All right, guys, welcome to Under the Arc Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs. Right now, we're talking Mizzou football recruiting. This time, it's Jack Lange. Before we begin, please guys go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And hey, leave us a comment about what you think about this four-star that Eli Drinkwitz just landed. All right, so was this Wednesday night? 7 p.m. on the On3 YouTube channel, Jack Lange announced his commitment to Mizzou. It was kind of funny. He was asked about his final four, how he narrowed his list down to the final four, and he accidentally mentioned Drinkwitz's name and basically gave away that he was committing to Mizzou. He paused, realized what he said. It was kind of silly, but whatever. I think a lot of people knew that Missouri was in the driver's seat, so it didn't ruin the there was not a suspense ruined there really. Anyway, Lang, he is 6'8", 280 pounds, listed at 275 for the Eureka High School football program last year, his junior year. His social media, he's got himself at 280, so that's what I'm going with now. Offensive lineman, offensive tackle, a lot of left tackle at the high school level. And yeah, Eureka High School, so kind of suburban St. Louis, right? And yeah, consensus four-star. Inside everybody's top 250 or 300, most everybody has him around the number 120 player in the country overall. So one of the top ranked players in the state, depending on your recruiting service of choice. He's also committed to play in the Adidas All-American game. That will be the very beginning of 2025. So that's the type of player you're talking about. And the offer list reflects it. You know, one quick look at that, and you can tell the short answer is who wanted him? Everybody. He chose Missouri from a Final Four of Mizzou, Nebraska, Michigan, and Wisconsin. A lot of Big Ten flavor there. He earlier released a Final Six that was those four, as well as Ole Miss and Notre Dame. So those were the schools that he gave a look aside from Mizzou. Now it's film. The first thing you notice, of course, he's 6'8", 275 pounds out there in St. Louis high school football. It's not fair. So there were times where his size alone was all he needed, and he could just overwhelm guys. Now, I will say there were a couple of plays in the footage where it looked like he let his size be the reason that the block happened. And what I mean is he just kind of one push, guys off balance, and then he was just kind of in the way. He can do that. It's almost hard not to do it sometimes, as big as he is. That's something that he'll have to improve on and understand that he won't be able to do at the collegiate level in SEC play. It'll come with time. It's just something he's going to have to do. You also notice he's got a mean streak. He has a mean streak, which you love for an offensive lineman. He will just drive into his block, and doesn't matter if he's had you for a couple of seconds. He's going to keep going. He will wait for the end of the whistle, the echo of the whistle, and then he'll finish you off. And you love to see that out of an offensive lineman. A nasty streak just makes guys that much tougher. He has the athletic ability to get to that second level. So maybe he's driving a guy off the line of scrimmage back, but he may just jump right off the line of scrimmage and go get a linebacker. And he's athletic enough to do that. He's also athletic enough to pull from the left tackle position. That's where he played pretty much exclusively. At that size, you got to think that's where they envision him down the road. But he could pull out of that position on a running play toward off right tackle. He could pull and almost be like a lead blocker out there, which is impressive. That's a long way to go for a big guy. And of course, pure power. 275, 280, that reach that comes with it. Yeah. It's not a fair fight a lot of the times. I will, caveat, St. Louis football, suburban South, suburban West. I know they kind of divided up now, different than when I played. But the school he's playing against, sometimes, yeah, there's capable, representative football players, and sometimes he's going to defensive lineman that's 6 foot and 190 or something, and it's just silly. So yeah, that's something where the competition will get tougher for sure. But hey, the guy dominates. That's the long and short of it. Now, for Missouri, for the class of 2025, this is commit number 5. 4 of the 5 are 4 stars, including Lange. And that's crazy, even more so when you consider this all started with Matt Zollers, like dollars, who committed right at the very beginning of April. So this is kind of a tidal wave, guys, of commits, and that's not even including transfers coming in, such as Marcus Bryant, who announced his commitment just an hour or so ahead of Lange. So yeah, tons of momentum on the recruiting trail. There's something to it, I think. Commits lead to more commits. The momentum and that kind of I'm gonna do it too. That's a thing, I think, sometimes, and it appears to be right now with Missouri anyway. I remember 2 years ago, and you think, well, Drinkwitz is getting some receivers, Luther Burden, and he's got a couple of defenders. Defensive line looking pretty good. Offensive line was the one spot. Like, man, this guy's got to get some O linemen. And here you are 2 years later, class of 25, and you're looking at what he's going to join. My gosh, what if in 2 years you're talking about Jack Lange next to Logan Reichert, for example? The sizes at that size there would be absolutely insane. And he is, Missouri did not have size. This guy is going to be huge. He's going to be tackle size for sure. 6'8". You assume he's going to get north of 300 pounds, probably easily. Yeah. Expect a tackle. I think they'd love him to be left tackle down the road, but we'll see what happens there. But hey, it's all coming up roses for Mizzou on the recruiting trail right now. I'm about to finish this off, go film the Marcus Bryant video because he committed too. So hey, that's it. Under the Air Sports, we've got you covered for everything going on in the world of Mizzou recruiting, which is a lot right now, and everything under the arch in St. Louis sports. Thanks for watching.